My name is Jeremiah Rhodes, also known as the Super Spartan on YouTube, and I am Robert Pears. My acting background is kind of relatively small. I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy, which is why I like voice acting, and I have a diploma in film and television, which is a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, a little acting to go with that, but not too much. But yeah, as far as my acting background, I would consider myself a relatively amateur actor. I came across the project, oh goodness, even before it was a project, back in 2015 when Night Hunter was making Darklight. A friend of mine kind of sent me their way, and I got in contact, and I played a minor character. I think his name was Karl. He was kind of like the guy pulling the strings. And even though it was a small role and just a few lines, I had a blast, and I was overjoyed when Night Hunter gave me this opportunity to play a more main character with a lot more lines. Having worked with Night Hunter in the past, I knew it was safe to say that this project would be absolutely phenomenal, even before I read the script. They always put a certain amount of quality into their productions that is absolutely unheard of from small channels such as theirs. And I was drawn into the character of Robert Pears because, well, he's a bit of a schemer and a bit of a manipulator, and I thought it would be really interesting to bring a character like that to life. I would say I was surprised at how well written and formatted the script was. It's such a great thing to see the evolution of YouTube and see how content creators, no matter how big or small, are just putting all this effort into making their content really shine. So my character is obviously Robert Pears, and during this film, he will be giving Niko Bellic and gang a tough time as the Secretary of Homeland Security. Let's just leave it at that. Well, I've only ever worked on 2 projects so far, first one being Darklight, so I would say that this movie compares with Darklight in a way that I get to properly voice a character this time around, in terms of a more main character with more lines and more impact towards the story. And I gotta say, I'm really excited for the end product. I really like how manipulative Robert Pears is from the position of being a Secretary of Homeland Security. He's at this sort of point in power where you know if it's in the wrong hands, abuse is going to happen. And the way he goes about it, well, we'll have to see what happens, I suppose. I think I really just played Robert Pears through myself. I didn't go over the top and exaggerate. I didn't put on a voice or an accent. I kind of just tried to be calm, think about what would I be like in this situation, and if I was a sociopath, which I wouldn't consider myself to be, but hey. And, you know, just had fun with it, and I hope it really shows through the end product. I think throughout the movie, my character becomes more and more unhinged as things go on. I think he's more calm and collected at the beginning of the movie, and as things maybe happen that he didn't intend to, he becomes a little more angry and less collected, and you know, his enemies will see that and possibly use that to their advantage. One of the biggest difficulties I was faced with in the recording process of this movie would definitely have to be my slight speech impediment, which I got from years wearing braces, giving me a bit of a lisp and a lazy mouth, making it difficult to pronounce some words. It definitely contributed to so many re-recordings of lines and plenty of bloopers, which I know Night Hunter can attest to, that they loved going through that stuff just to edit it out. Sorry guys, but yeah, that was a problem. Another challenge, I wouldn't say problem, but a challenge would be playing a bit of a sociopath, because I don't know, I'm pretty empathetic, if that's the word, right? Yeah, I think that's the word. Empathic? I don't know. Anyway, so, it was a bit different, not exactly playing the most morally correct person, but, someone with their own sort of drives and, I guess, their own sense of morality. So that was a bit of a challenge, but it was a welcome one. Does it even need to be said? I would absolutely love to return for a future installment of whatever the heck Night Hunter decide to make next. Their imagination just knows no bounds, and I would love to be a part of a future project like this. I had such a blast recording for Black Phantom, and cannot wait to see where they go next.